An operation is underway to destroy elegant grasshoppers at Sukita area in Dar es Salaam. Three fishermen drown in Lake Victoria. And in sports, the National Athletics Association's Technical Committee to discuss preparations for athletes for the Tokyo Olympics. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Vanessa Victor. Let's start things off with the national news. A day after residents of Sukita Buguruni Street in Ilala, Dar es Salaam experienced an invasion of elegant grasshoppers, the government through the Ministry of Agriculture has gone to the area and taken action to ensure they do not spread to other parts of Dar es Salaam.
As you can see, there is no garden. Usually they attack areas with vegetation. Grasshoppers have spread to our business area. They disturb our customers. They should conduct this spraying exercise quickly.
Three fishermen who are residents of Kabita village in Busega district, Simiyu region, have drowned in Lake Victoria after the canoe they were using split open and sank.
Watu watatu waliotambuliwa kwa majina ya Mnaga Manyama, huyu ana umri wa miaka 28, Mjita mkulima na mvuvi, mkazi wa kijiji cha Kabita, pamoja na Kurwa Juma mwenye umri wa miaka 15, Msukuma mkulima na mvuvi, mkazi wa kijiji cha Kabita.
3 people have died while fishing on Lake Victoria after the boat capsized.
Walifariki dunia wakiwa wanafanya shughuli za uvuvi ndani ya ziwa Victoria.
And Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa has ended the land conflict in Chanzuru Farm in Kilosa District, Morogoro region between Liza Maumbi and Amir Nahad after directing that it be handed over to Liza so that he can develop it by growing sisal.
Tunakuta kwenye shamba hili la Bwana Liza lina wananchi walio kwenye vitongoji vile 10 kwenye vijiji vya Viwanja 60 na Chekeleni.
You find that in the farm owned by Bwana Liza, there are people in the 10 neighborhoods, but there is a small group of people claiming that they were former employees of Mkonge Board. About 26 of them have settled over a total of 576 hectares. In the same area, all settled areas will be verified. We don't want to enter into conflict with the people. There is also a sisal plantation belonging to Bwana Liza, which will not be conflicting one bit. What the land department is going to do is to verify the remaining area.
The Speaker of Parliament, Jeremy Dugai, has sworn into office 2 members of Parliament, Riziki Lulida and Humphrey Polepole, who were appointed yesterday by President Dr. John Magufuli, after which he also expressed that the Parliament recognizes all MPs who have been sworn in as lawful, despite reports of 19 special seat MPs from Chadema Party being dismissed from the party.
Mimi Riziki Saidi Lulida nathibitisha kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu kwa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
Hifadhi, nitailinda na kuitetea katiba ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania kwa mujibu wa sheria iliyowekwa. Mwenyezi Mungu nisaidie.
Kwa hiyo wabunge wote wa bunge la 12 tulioapisha tunaendelea kuwatambua kwamba ni wabunge kamili wote.
All MPs sworn in will continue to be recognized as such, including the 20 from Chadema Party. Soon, I will be placing members of Parliament in various committees once our President has formed his cabinet of ministers.
Shukrani za dhati zinakwenda kwa Rais.
My sincere gratitude goes to the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, John Joseph Pombe Magufuli, for his faith in me.
Niamini kuwa saidie ndugu yetu John Pombe Joseph Magufuli Rais wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
We must support Ndugu John Pombe Joseph Magufuli, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, in all he has promised Tanzania in the 2020 election, so that all he promised becomes a reality to Tanzanians.
And China has said that it will work closely with the government of Tanzania so as to enable the country to make quick development strides for the benefit of both countries. This was said in a letter of commendation sent by the Chinese Minister of Foreign Affairs to the Minister of Foreign Affairs and East Africa Cooperation in Tanzania, Professor Palamagamba Kabudi, that was delivered by the Chinese ambassador to Tanzania, Wang Kei.
As you know, that this year is the 55th anniversary of the signing of friendship treaty between China and Tanzania, and also the new leadership, a new cabinet is going to have commenced their work, and we are more than ready to work with the government Tanzania to enhance our cooperation and in various fields, and to make our comprehensive partnership between China and Tanzania to a high level.
Katika mazungumzo ya leo tumeangalia maeneo mbalimbali ya kuimarisha uhusiano kati ya nchi zetu.
In our discussion, we've looked on areas of improvement in the relationship between the two countries. We've also spoken about investment and participation of the private sector in Tanzanian development.
The request made by residents living in Kunduchi Mtongani to the government to provide them with an alternative location after the area they currently live in was found to be unsafe has been approved. The government stating that it will find plots for all the residents so that they can move from the area before any more negative effects occur.
Na hatua ya kwanza tumewaambia wananchi waondoke eneo lile. Wakati wananchi wakiendelea na utaratibu huo, serikali inafanya uchunguzi.
The first step we've advised residents is to vacate, which is going on. The government is conducting an investigation to establish the source of the problem and how extensive it is.
Wananchi wangesikiliza serikali na msikilize mkuu wa mkoa kwa sababu
people should listen to the regional commissioner because it is the government that leads us and we have trust in our government.
Wangefuata utaratibu wa serikali ambao serikali imewaambia waondoe kwa sababu ile ni sehemu ya hatari.
They must follow the guidelines issued by the government and vacate the area because it is dangerous.
And the Anti-Drugs Division has detained 2 people, one of whom is a foreign national, after catching them with 33 packets of heroin weighing 33 kgs, some cash and a small weighing scale in a residence house in Kimara Temboni area, Dar es Salaam.
Nilipofika kwenye nyumba ambayo ameijenga na kumkabidhi mwanamke ambaye alikuwa na mahusiano naye kama mke wake, tulifanikiwa kumkamata huyo mwanamke ambaye kwa jina alijitambulisha ni Azizi Imamu Muhammad, Aziza Imamu Muhammad. Ana miaka 27, ni Matumbi, ni Muislamu, kazi yake anafanya kazi za saruni na anakaa huko Kimara Temboni.
And the government has announced that it will conduct verification of new teachers employed on November 27th of this year, and those found to have forged their professional qualifications will no longer be employed based on procedures for employment of public officials.
Ambaye amepata ajira kwa udanganyifu.
Anyone who has got a job through deception will be removed immediately and his position will be filled up by someone else. In addition, he will be blacklisted.
Tunatoa taarifa Jumaa.
Another problem that came up is to do with Form 4 leavers in 2019, but there are others in 2018.
Kwamba wewe sio mwalimu wa hesabu. Kwa hiyo pale kwenye somo la hesabu wewe hufai.
If you're not a maths teacher, you will be unsuitable to teach math. And only a teacher meant to teach math will be the right one.
And that's all for the national news. International news is next. And now in international news. The Technical Planning and Reconciliation Committee of the Building Bridges Initiative in Kenya has collected 1.5 million signatures a week after the signature collection drive was launched by President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition ODM party leader Raila Odinga.
As at the close of the day yesterday, 1.5 million registered voters had appended their signatures.
Wakati huu kuna mikakati ya sheria inaendelea kama vile watu wanaweka signature ile karatasi ya BBI ndio tuweze kuwa na mabadiliko ya katiba na kuongezea kikatiba. Na mimi kama mmoja wa wale wanaunga mkono BBI nafurahi sana kwa sababu kaunti yangu ya Machakos hivi sasa tunapata bilioni 8, tutakuwa tunapata bilioni zaidi ya 20. Zaidi ya mara 3 ya ile tunapata hivi sasa.
U.S. President-elect Joe Biden has announced an all-female senior White House communications team in what his office called a first in the country's history. Among those named to be part of the team on Sunday was Jen Psaki, who will serve as White House press secretary. Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris have sought to inject diversity in their appointments and nominations so far ahead of their January 20th swearing-in. And that's all for the international news. We'll be back with business news after this break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and now in business news. Dar es Salaam Region Commissioner Babaka Kunenge has warned petroleum companies against price fixing and that they should let relevant authorities set fuel prices according to market demand.
Singi halali ya kufanya biashara kwenye soko.
It will not be right if you collude and set prices. Please take into consideration free trade regulations.
Mnafanya vizuri.
Tunapata fursa ya kujadiliana.
We get a chance to have a dialogue and get feedback on important matters.
Share buying via mobile phone has continued to increase the number of investors investing in treasury bills at the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange, whereby during the week ending November 27th, trading on treasury bills grew from 16.41 billion shillings to 17.16 billion shillings.
Tumeona
kumekuwa na mwamko mkubwa wa wawekezaji wengi wakitaka kufungua akaunti za uwekezaji katika soko.
There has been a surge of investors wanting to open accounts for investment because it has been made easier via the use of mobile phone.
Mobile phone company Vodacom has run its first draw of the Shangwen promotion and got its first winner, who won a car, while 5 others won 1 million shillings each after using M-Pesa services.
Zaidi ya yote tunashangwa kwamba tunawaletea Watanzania wenzetu shangwe majumbani mwao.
We're happy that we are bringing entertainment to our customers by winning a cash prize.
Na gari jipya kabisa.
Na kuzawadia gari mpya kabisa.
I award you with a brand new car that you've won through our Vodacom and M-Pesa services.
And the Statistics Department in Zanzibar said during the month of October there was a trade deficit of 55 billion shillings, which is an increase of 7.8% compared to September this year.
Mwezi uliopita, mwezi wa 9 mwaka 2020, urari wa biashara.
On September 2020, there was a big improvement. Deficit was bigger than this year's.
Bidhaa za wanyama ambao tunasafirisha, live animals.
We also transport live animals such as octopus, which mostly is exported via Zanzibar International Airport.
And that is all for Business News. Sports is next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment, going away. Jay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment, going away. Jay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Marquinhos, he did lose to Lem.
And now in sports news. The National Athletics Association's Technical Committee plans to meet on the 2nd of December to discuss how they can coordinate with the government in preparing athletes for next year's Tokyo Olympics.
Wale ambao tunawaita sisi possible, ambao wana viwango ambavyo tunaviona kabisa hawa.
There are those we call CC possible because they have the skills that, if sharpened and given different qualifying competitions, can add to the number of participants for Tanzania. Because sending 2 participants is not very good.
Tanzania Professional Boxing Regulatory Commission TPBRC selected the first PSC President Emmanuel Mlundwa, promoter Ibrahim Kamwe and former boxer Charembo Palasa as representatives of the country in the upcoming Tanzanian Boxers Information to BoxRec.
I would like to tell the boxers to be patient. This is not an immediate thing. It's like a fever. It comes at you fast, but curing it is a bit hard, so they should not take this BoxRec issue lightly. We are using a lot of energy and a lot of mind.
Papa Bouba Diop, the former Senegal midfielder, scored the first goal of the 2002 World Cup against France, has died at the age of 42. Here's more on this story.
World Football's governing body posted a tribute to Diop on Twitter. FIFA is saddened to learn of the passing of Senegal legend Papa Bouba Diop. Sunday statement read, "Once a World Cup hero, always a World Cup hero." Diop began his European career in Switzerland, winning the title with Grasshoppers before moving to the French club Lens in January 2002. His most famous moment came 4 months later in the World Cup's opening match when his goal earned Senegal a shock win over defending champions France in Seoul. Midfielder scored twice more in Senegal's run to the World Cup quarter-finals before joining Fulham for £6 million in 2004. After 3 Premier League seasons at Craven Cottage, he moved to Portsmouth in August 2007, going on to win the FA Cup later that season and appearing at Wembley as a substitute in the final.
Edinson Cavani, the Manchester United striker, could face a 3-game ban if the Football Association deems that he used discriminatory or racist language in an Instagram story shared from his account on Sunday evening. Here are more details.
The FA has confirmed it is investigating the post which was published shortly after United's 3-2 win against Southampton, in which Cavani scored 2 goals after coming on as a half-time substitute. In the post, which was later deleted, the words "Gracias Negrito" are used to thank a follower congratulating Cavani on his performance in the match at St. Mary's. Social media postings are covered by FA Rule E3, and if a comment is deemed to include a reference to a person's ethnic origin, color, race or nationality, then that will be regarded as a potential aggravating factor in any punishment. The rules also make it clear that the owners of social media accounts are responsible for any content posted from their account, whether by themselves or by a third party.
Romain Grosjean's remarkable escape from an enormous violent high-speed accident at the Bahrain Grand Prix has been hailed as a testament to Formula One's pursuit of safety.
The Frenchman's Haas car, which suffered a 53G impact, had split into 2 and he was engulfed in a fireball before climbing from the wreckage with relatively minor injuries. Grosjean suffered only second-degree burns to his hands and was taken to hospital for a checkup. His car had speared through the metal barriers, which they are designed to prevent, but his head was protected by the Halo cockpit protection device made mandatory by the FIA in 2018. Grosjean confirmed his appreciation of the Halo device in an Instagram post from his hospital bed.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin. On behalf of everyone who worked to bring you this bulletin, thank you for watching. Have a good night.